Welcome back to the channel, it's Andy, and one last look at FM22 because we didn't quite finish our season with local to global with Wolfsburg, and we've got one more game to play, and it is a chance for us to win a final trophy of our career. We're against Hamburg. It's the DFB Pokal final, the German Cup final. Hamburg in the second division in the Zweite Bundesliga. We're strong favourites, but this happened last season and we lost on penalties. We don't want a repeat of that. So let's jump into the final episode of Local to Global. So just to recap what happened this season, we managed to finish in third place with our Wolfsburg team, giving us Champions League football for the next season, which we wouldn't have been playing because the new game is now out. We could have got second place ahead of Leipzig, but we lost at home to Hoffenheim and we drew against Mönchengladbach. We did then defeat Leipzig 3-1 in the final Bundesliga game. Diaz, Azarkan and Lacroix getting on the score sheet there. Magno got a goal back for Leipzig. So that did mean that we did finish behind them, unfortunately, by 1 point. Bayern winning the Bundesliga. And we finished 7 points ahead of Eintracht Frankfurt in fourth place. So managed to get Champions League football for the next season. That's all good. Regarding Europe, in the Champions League, we got through our group consisting of Liverpool Sporting and Club Brugge. 12 points out of a possible 18, with 2 defeats coming against Liverpool, who got maximum points. That gave us a knockout draw against Real Madrid in the round of 16, and they beat us 3-0 on aggregate. But in the cup, we're through to the final. We've knocked out Hoffenheim, we knocked out Hanover, we knocked out Mönchengladbach, and we've got Hamburg in the final. They've gone on a route themselves, though. They beat Schalke, they beat Düsseldorf, they beat Bayern in the final, and now they're here. But of course, last season, we got through to the final, came up against Bochum, also in the second division. Own goal gave them the equaliser after we scored a penalty. They had one shot on target. It was 1-1. Nothing in extra time. Came to penalties. They win 5-4. And we lose the cup final to Bochum. I wonder how they actually did in Europe. If they were in Europe. Yeah, they went to the Europa League group stages as a second tier side. But they finished bottom. And they did win a game. So it was a pretty tight group. They got the same number of points as Spartak Moscow. They did manage to beat Copenhagen 2-0. So well done. And they got a draw against Celtic. So they had a pretty good showing, actually. I think they'd be disappointed not to get through based on that. But on to this season and our final game. We're up against Hamburg, of course. It's the cup final. I don't really know what I'm going to play here. We've got injuries. Julian Gill is unavailable for this one. So I think we'll put Zagadou at left back. We'll bring on Errico. Palistri's also hurt. So Fadi Fofana is going to play at right wing. Gilmore's also injured with a hip injury. So he's out. This is the team we're going to go with. We're going to leave the tactic as it is. We're not going to change it. Let's see if we can win ourselves a trophy just to end things off. I think we've won 6 trophies so far. We won 3 in Hungary with Ferencváros. We won 3 in Gibraltar with Europa FC. Let's get ourselves the 7th and final career trophy of the save. Let's see if we can end things with a win here. 14 minutes in. Goal kick for Hamburg with Semenov. Here's Coulson to Pirinets. Zagadou with the interception. A chance for us to break forward here. Not a great ball though, looking for Diaz but can't find him. And here's Reberniak. Urena has that covered though, pretty poor pass. Ball back with Mike Maignan in goal. Here's Errico to Zagadou. Chance to get forward now. Martin Boros. Of course we signed him over from Ferencváros, carrying him over to the other side. Here's Rust. End-to-end stuff here. Lacroix goes for a sliding tackle but doesn't find the ball. Here's Boros again. Got some space down this left-hand side and a chance to maybe put a cross in for Diaz. Oh, and it's spilled by the keeper. And Mauricio Diaz takes us a 1-0 lead in the 15th minute. 20 for the season as well. He's been good. He's been on loan for a couple of seasons from Man United, so he's done pretty well for us. Not scored as much as I'd like. 20 goals is good, but, you know, I was hoping for a bit more than that. But he's got the goal here. Semenov spills it. Diaz pounces. 1-0. We'll have a Diaz of their own for Hamburg with a throw. Here's Reberniak to Rust. We need to stay on them here and get a second goal if we can. They're not going to score by doing that though. Ball over the top. Easy for Maignan. And now Maxence Lacroix coming forwards. Coming even further forwards. I mean, the centre-back's having the free run of the pitch. Here's Fofana. Finally lays the ball off for someone else. Fadi Fofana with a cross. And again, it's spilled by the keeper. But this time the defenders have him covered. And now here's Diaz. Long ball. Headed forward by Lacroix. Here's Ulrich. Looking for Boros, but Oliveira heads it forward. And here's Fruchtel, and that's the end of that. Urena with a free kick here. Fofana. Here's Fofana to Neves. Ball switched for Boros. Back for Zagadou. Backwards again for Errico, the redhead. or the Ginger, whatever you want to call him. Ginger's not very nice, is it? Redhead. Mario Urina's got lots of space here, as has Fofana. Never a chance to square it across it, maybe. Ulrich with a shot, Ulrich with a goal. It's 2-0 with 27 minutes gone. We're looking on top and a chance to get ourselves this trophy. 2-0, 2 goals to the good, and it's going well. Plenty of space for us, plenty of room to pass the ball, and Ferde Fofana with the ball to Ulrich, and the goal makes it 2-0. This is how last year's final should have gone, and it didn't work out. So thankfully this one's going a bit better. Not as many shots as I'd hoped, but a couple of shots on target that have resulted in goals. So, you know, that's fine. We've got possession. We've defended well. We just need to keep going here. Possible third here. Martin Boris goes for goal, but a good save there by Semenov. And Diaz runs onto it here. And we're 2v2 here. Possible chance for Hamburg to get back into it. But Diaz just held up for a bit too long, but he's got it back here. And that's that's the end of that. But a free kick here for Hamburg. Fruchtel with it. And the header, oh, just over. Close. Okay, good first half. It's 2-0. We've had, you know, decent chances. Hamburg with a couple of efforts, but nothing major. So, yep, keep it going and get through this last 45 minutes and get ourselves that last trophy. Well, so far, it's been a pretty quiet second half. 15 minutes gone of it, and nothing has happened. So I'm going to make some changes. Zagadou's looking a bit tired at left back, so it's going to be straight swap for Nagalo, because we have no Julian Gil. And of course, Bernardo Semedo was sold in January after his release clause was met, so I only left this as one left back, and he's hurt. So Nagalo's at left back now, 20 minutes to go. This second half, nothing has happened, but that's all right by me. We're 2-0 up. Hamburg have not done anything, so yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind a quiet second half as long as it means we get ourselves the trophy. Boris is going to come off for Radivojevic. 78 minutes gone. We have the ball here from a throw. Here's Lacroix. Neves to Ulrich, who got the second goal for us. And the ball now with Azarkan to Nagalo. Ulrich to Urina's got some space here. Can he square it? Can he cross it? He goes to Fofana. Urina with a bit more space maybe. Fofana. Ulrich. Oh, that took a big deflection. And it's a corner. Azarkan's going to come off. And Harvey Elliott's going to come on. I think that's our last change. 10 minutes to go. And we've been dominant in this game. It's not been amazing, but it's been good enough. I'll take it. It's 2-0. We've got 5 minutes left. And we're looking like we're going to end the save with a trophy. Of course, I'd like to make it go on a bit further, but the new game's out, so I don't want to play a game that's out of date, really. But I will, one of these long-term series, I will eventually get, to the end. I will eventually win the Champions League. And one of these, it's 3-0, 91st minute, Lauren Ulrich gets the goal. And the youngster Radivojevic gets an assist as well. So that's a nice thing with the youngster getting on the assist sheet. It's 3-0. It's been a good 90 minutes, so I'm happy with that. We get ourselves the trophy. There we go. It's full time, and we win our 7th career trophy and our first with Wolfsburg as we win the DFB Pokal, avenging our loss from last season on penalties by winning it pretty convincingly this time round. So I'm very, very happy with that. As we see Mike Mignon, the captain and goalkeeper, lift the trophy to get our 7th career trophy. So well done, guys. Good work. And that'll do it for FM22. Just one last video just to see it off. And we win a trophy with it. So I'll absolutely take that. Well done to everybody. And of course, we've been through a good few clubs on our adventure in local to global. Of course, we started at our local team at Tunbridge Angels, which I live just 15 minutes away from. And we didn't win anything with them. We came close to getting into the playoffs. We finished in 4th place one season, but not enough to get us promotion. And then the second season didn't go quite as well as we got a 9th place finish. Then made the move to Gibraltar, interestingly, to Europa FC, which we dominated, winning every single game in the league and winning 3 trophies as well. The Rock Cup, the league, and the Papa John's Trophy. No, it's not the Papa John's Trophy. What's it called? The Pepe Reyes Cup. The Papa John's Trophy is very different, but we won 3 trophies there before moving to Belgium with KV Mechelen, where we managed to get into the championship group on our 2nd season, but didn't quite manage to get any, trophies there. We did get them into Europe, but that didn't end quite so well. And then we made the move to the champions of Hungary, Ferencváros, where we won a further 3 trophies by winning 2 back-to-back seasons and also winning a cup as well. And, we did all right with them in Europe. We got them into the Champions League and we had a good run in the Europa Conference League as well, I believe it was. And then we moved to our current club, WOLFSBURG, where we had a good first season, got 4th place, which did get Champions League football for another season. They had no European football when we joined, and then this past season getting a 3rd place finish for them, retaining our place in the Champions League and winning the Belgian Cup and the German Cup at the end as well. I'm all over the place, and I'm sorry. But I really enjoyed this series. I tried a Journeyman before a couple of years ago. It didn't really work out as I'd hoped. I didn't really enjoy it because it was a good idea, but I don't think I really executed it very well. This one, though, enjoyed it much more. It's been good, and I'll try it again in the future, and we'll try and get a bit further as well and see if we can actually, come to a conclusion of one of these saves and actually win like a Champions League or something, because I don't actually win the Champions League very often. I think I've won it maybe twice on this channel, and they were both with beta saves with much bigger sides. I think I won it with Liverpool and I won it with Chelsea. So yeah, I want to try and win it with someone that's maybe never won it before. We'll try and do that someday down the line. Maybe we'll win it with Spurs. Maybe we'll win it on another save this year. We'll wait and see. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Just to see off FM22, managed to win a trophy, so I'm happy with that. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave comments, and subscribe if you haven't, or if you're new. Turn notifications on. And yeah, that's going to do it for FM22. Of course, we have the Spurs series at the moment during the beta, where things are going okay at the moment. Most recent video of that should be out, so I'll leave a link to that down below. I'll leave a link to the whole playlist so you can start watching that if you haven't. But yeah, it's been a fun series with all the teams we managed during local to global. I'll definitely revisit a Journeyman thing in the future because I think it's been cool. So hopefully that'll be something we revisit in the future. But for now, hopefully you're enjoying FM23. I'm enjoying it. It's all right. So it's all good. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.